Hey Fart fans, welcome back to Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm Dave, and as you can see, we are now about to take on the big one, the big kahuna, the big boy, the big daddy. You know who he is. If you haven't seen yet, well, you'll see just what I mean by describing him that way. It's gonna be a tough one. It could take quite a while. It could take the whole session. It actually might take multiple sessions. Although I don't plan on recording session after session after session, just fighting him over and over again. I'll probably just edit it into one big video. But either way, it could be quite a while. We're gonna start off just with plain old sword and board, but we'll see how it goes. Might have to switch to other weapons, but for now, we're just going straight at it. No tricks, no weird skills, no jump spam, no nothing. Just hack and slash the old-fashioned way. Hope it goes well. Hope it doesn't take forever, and I hope you'll enjoy the show. And if you do, be sure to like and subscribe. You know the deal. So nothing more to say. Let's get farting. Now, even though there's no tricks, as you can see, I have some help. Now, I don't expect to do well in the first attempt, but these guys do have some pretty cool things to say when they show up, and I figured I'll at least show that much. So let's summon them for the first time around, just to see what cool stuff they have to say. Can I summon both of them? I should be able to summon both of them. Let me adjust this a bit. Okay. Apparently you can. Let's see, what do I got? I am going basic setup for now. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to need in the long run. Lots and lots of healing, I'll bet that much. I do have some great shields on hand. I might have to use them. There's no rule against me using great shields. But for now, we're going to see if I can do it with just the basic medium shield. I managed to get this far with just the medium shield. So let's see if we can go all the way. And honestly, oh wow. Ooh. 82 guard boost. Yeah, that will probably do it, but we're not going to go that far yet. Have I not? Looks like I haven't gained enough endurance to use a heavier shield yet. I mean, bugger. I mean, I've gained like 9 points. Oh, well. Anyway. You've seen what's happened already against Mesmer and all of them. I ended up just dodging more in the end anyway. But, well, let's just see how it goes.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
So what, are these gods' corpses just like clay? They're malleable, like Play-Doh or something? I can just take one guy's and say, hey, here you go. Want to take over? Sure! And then it just becomes the new guy? I mean... Or maybe if we took off the mask, we'd see it's Moog under there, because it's Moog's body, right? Or was Moog's body reformed or changed to become this? Or maybe it's some crazy gravity magic thing. Nice abs, dude. Okay, here we go! Ow.
General Radam. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
So what will happen if I actually manage to beat him? With these guys? Never mind. It didn't... What? 7,000 and barely a sliver. Okay, they gotta be increasing his health. Okay, well, I was about to say, if we happen to beat him with the help, then fine, whatever. I don't want to be here all night. But, well, we didn't, so... Just me now. Okay, that's fine. You got to see what... Whoop. Yep, now that made a huge difference on his health. See that? That's just 2,000 now. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta do it myself. So I'm going to be mixing in swords, shield blocks with dodges, because he hits like a truck. Did take the whole... Oh, it didn't take the whole combo. Okay. Still, this is not too bad. This is actually not the... You know what? I shouldn't say that. I mean, how many times now I've been like, not too bad, not too bad, and then spend like an hour or so. I mean, it actually took me about an hour to beat Midra, but it was getting so late and I was getting so tired, I ended up just... I recorded a separate video. It was actually multiple videos that are going to get cut into that one. Or when I get around to cutting the video anyway. Or I should say combining or editing the video. Oh! So yeah, it actually took me more like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes to beat Midra. Yeah. So... Oh, I might need... I can definitely use the attack power, but I know later I'm going to need the holy power, or the holy resistance. Well, what's going to be more useful? The stamina, or the... I don't know. I think it's better to just dodge those. I mean, yeah, okay, so it hit, but it's not too bad. So my goal here is to really only dodge the first parts of his combos, but not the final parts. Backwards. I mean, I'm gonna block the first parts of his combos. Yeah, no, that was not a good time to heal. So better to block the first part of his combos, but then to dodge the final hit. Although really, so far the damage is, I mean, it's not the greatest, but I mean, I'm not using broken, crazy, buffed damage, but it's not terrible. Now let's see what happens if I just take them. Oh, okay. Better to dodge those than to block them. Well, you definitely get more opportunities to strike when you focus on dodging his attacks. That's for sure. Boy, do I wish I could guard counter. No, why do I... Okay, let's see here. I think the damage is actually manageable based on what I'm seeing here, but I would really wish I could do more damage more quickly. I might have to resort to the stupid club, which is not against the rules. It's totally not against the rules, but I was just kind of hoping. What does it work? Well, don't worry, I won't use the roar. I mean, it's just kick and parry, right? So as long as I don't use it, it's fine. But I definitely don't have many chances to hit him. So I'm going to be looking at one, and then just block, sneaking them in when I can, rather than just trying to spam things. Ooh. Right, I probably should have taken on the Lance Talisman. Run away! Run away! Run away! Away! That's not too bad. Might have to be a lot more methodical about this. Get it in, get it in, get it in, get it in. Oh, yep. Don't get stuck in a corner with Verdun, everybody. I'd rather deal with that than the big gravity spell. Oh, pretty much the same result. Okay, but does not I mean, this isn't as terrible as I thought it would be, and although it looks like I'm gonna have to be a lot more methodical, more disciplined than I was expecting to be. Well, okay, no, I was expecting this to take a while, to be a mix of dodging and careful blocking. But I only meant really, I was thinking more in terms of just like dodge timings and stuff like that. But I also have to be very careful about the attack timing. Yeah, that's not helping. Woohoo! All the boulders are gone. I'm impressed by what the shield is doing, though. It's taking it. So I don't think I need to switch the shield. Then again, I haven't done phase 2 yet, so boink. Just getting one little poke in there cost me a whole flask. But I am really impressed with the shield. It's taking it. Well, I am definitely going to need to find a way to mix in more damage now. See, the thrust, the counters aren't registering as counters on his attacks. I would definitely be looking more at stamina regain than increasing stamina total, because it looks like the issue is not really in taking the hits. It's more in... Oh, wait, already? I thought it would take more. Or a few more attempts, I mean. So yeah, just being careful and avoiding attacks and bouncing around is important, but it's not like we'll be fighting that way for the whole fight. It's gonna get much brighter. Honestly, frankly, way too bright.
Last you are returned. Tarnished one, aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Mikola, and my promised consort, Radahn.
Okay then. Let's see if my shield can hit. Oh. Yeah, that didn't last long. Should just healed. So I didn't even get a chance to see if my shield can hold up to holy attacks. But, you know what? I think I might have to go to the club because I can't imagine myself spending so much time every attempt just slowly whittling him down, and then suddenly we get to the... Where is it? There it is. To the big fight right there, and then I don't know. I just can't see myself keeping it up for that long. Keeping up the offense. Ooh. But that halberd was doing twice the amount of damage in one thrust. Uh-oh. Oh, it worked. Okay, we do another round. So it's easier to get a couple of hits in. And the total damage is higher than the halberd, but then I have much less stamina. But I can sneak in more attacks with a club because it's faster. Okay. So run! I mean, I doubt the shield can take that, but... Uh-oh. Suddenly, his attacks are eating up way more stamina than they were. I mean, I know there's the holy damage, but... the holy damage is more on those little lasers than anything else. Oof. Okay, well the shield is working, but as you can tell, did I get a message over? The shield is working, but now, no, time for a hug.
1,000-year
Ah?
voyage guided by compassion.
No ground pound? Oh. Okay, shield. Suddenly can't deal with all the extra damage in the second phase. I mean, they can deal with it, but I have, like, no stamina for nothing else. What to do? The damage is not so bad. That's the good part. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not too terrible. The problem is It's fine in the first phase, but in the second phase... I'm running out of shield durability. I should try and... I'll see if I can switch to this in the second phase and see if that makes a difference, because I definitely don't need it in the first phase. That, or I will need... I'm switching back to the halberd because I was usually only getting a chance to strike once, and if I get a chance to strike twice, it ends up being more damage overall with the halberd than sneaking in just one or two quick attacks with the club. How did I even avoid it that one time? Yeah, his wombo combo, well, not nearly as wombo in the first round. Where's the counter damage? That was definitely an in-counter thrust. Or it was definitely hit him while he was in the middle of his combo. I'm supposed to get bonus damage. And I know it works with the halberd because I've used the thrusting talisman successfully with the halberd before, so I don't need to have to be just a lance. It can be any pokey, thrusty weapon, or at the very least, spear-likes or pole arms count. I don't know if it necessarily works with rapiers. I'm guessing it doesn't, because rapiers are definitely not spear-like. But I don't know that for 100% certain, so don't quote me on that. I would so be doing much better if I was using card counters. Well, I guess even a god can't take a shot to the groin like that. I mean, I get hit in the groin with a halberd. I'd probably be doing that right now. Yeah. Don't fly away. Don't fly away. Don't. He's gonna fly away. Oh right, I'm supposed to be switching. I don't have time to switch. And there goes all my class. Well, no one was thinking this would be easy. I mean, even the big streamers, I've seen them take a long time beating this. Even with all the tricks at their disposal, I've got none. I'm not using anything like that. I gotta just use whatever we had in the first games. Okay, I don't think this is helping. I'm gonna go... Actually, first I'm gonna see... No. First I want to see how much the difference this will make. Okay. Is it my imagination, or my damage is roughly the same as before taking off Millicent's talisman? Okay, what's a good way to avoid these? What's a good way to avoid these? Yee! Nah. Uh-oh. Oh, he gave me that one. Okay, note to self. On that hit, I got a window to sneak in an attack. Not on that one. Wait, I couldn't move just then. What was going on there? Come on, do that flying drill slam thing. No, not that. You can't do anything with that. I mean, I can attack once, but... Ugh. Okay, well, once again, I was having more luck with the stupid clubs, so back to caveman mode, I guess. Where is that stupid thing? Hey, is it back to being a plain... Was it not? Was it just plain that whole time? Where's kick, 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 kick? Huh. It was plain that whole time. Okay, let's see how much of a difference that makes. Wait. This wasn't making a big difference. I'll see if I can change it. Okay, this time my club is not just a plain club. Now it's a quality club. And it added like 60 points of damage. Oh well. But we can say the shield is not doing too bad. See, I was expecting to have to switch to a Great Shield by now. But the Great Shield? The shield is not the worst part of this. No. I mean, it'd probably make it a lot easier, but I really don't think it's a big enough weakness to justify needing to switch. And no, I'm not going to do Great Shield Poke. I mean, I know that was in the original games, but I'm not desperate to beat him or anything. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I do have some other games I really want to get to playing, and I do want to do some of those other builds I've been talking about. I really need to get to this other phase with more with more flasks. Nope, bad timing on that one. Okay. Geesh, I've already been at this for half hour? You know, just for the sake, I'm just gonna put this here. No, not that one. That does apply to everything. No, you know, I don't think it's gonna be as valuable as this. I do think he was hitting harder before the patch that increased the strength of blessings. Because I remember people being one-shotted like nothing early on. Am I getting... Yeah, that didn't work. Probably dodged the pole. Surprising number of seemingly of attacks you'd think would be undodgeable are in fact dodgeable. Such as Murgo's Wet Nurse's little illusion attack thing. You can actually evade it. Or dodge it, more specifically. You just have, it's like some sort of invisible grab window or something to that attack. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but you can actually evade it. That worked. So left, right. Okay then. Duly noted. stamina bonus was, I can't. That stamina regain was helping a lot, actually. I'm curious if Tolia says something during the fight, because I couldn't tell over on spot. I'm just curious. I doubt we're gonna get very far with just one person. And his HP left. So he's saying something? And he's not... No, he's not saying anything, and he's not even doing anything. Did he get cancelled out of the attack? Huh, whatever. That's what it looked like. He's making sure we're all getting a little piece of his... Yeah. He ain't doing anything. Okay, that didn't make a difference, and he didn't say anything. I just wanted to see, like, Onspox is a whole lot of interesting things. But he doesn't. What else can I do here? No, nothing is more stronger than that sword. And I'm not gonna... What about this? There's no rules against using high-powered weaponry. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. Yeah, and unlike, I don't have to attack quickly with this. So I am perfectly allowed in this case. Because there's been nothing in any of the previous games that stopped you from just putting on the one big old super-powered sword. Or shield, or armor. Oh, yeah, that's not making a difference. That did nothing worthwhile. It added about 50 points of damage. I need to be doing like 2,000 per exchange to keep this from taking too long. There's gotta be a way to avoid that. Because it takes up too much. Even if I block it, it's like... Why does that go right through my shield? Well, anyway, So it doesn't matter how powerful the weapon is. If it's a slash weapon, it's not gonna make a difference. What else do I got here? I can't see the... But it is pierce damage. Alright, well, I haven't used the pike for a while. I doubt that Naginata is anything special. Okay, well, we'll see what this looks like. At the very least, I have more reach. Come on, do your little... Yes. Add the exact same damage as the stupid. The pike was doing the most damage per hit. Oh, I dodged right in the grab. So it looks like if you can dodge the grab, it's a very tight one. A very tight dodge window. Okay. Full hour on one. Well, you know what? The DLCs of all the Souls games have always had at least one boss that was like this. And it's actually pretty surprising that this DLC really only has him that's like this. Not just for the fun of it, I'm going to throw on the cross knock. And I know it's not going to help much, but whatever. What the hell? For fun. So yeah, there's always a boss that's like this. And I'm surprised there aren't any in the... okay. I'm sure a lot of other people will disagree with me and be like, are you kidding, man? All these bosses are crazy hard. Okay, I'll get Gaius can be pretty tough. But considering how many unique... I mean, most of those DLCs will have like maybe 3 bosses at most. 3, 4. And the fact that they'll have like maybe... They'll usually only have really one super tough one. And sometimes 2, but... So it's surprising that in a DLC that has... Oh, is it only 600? Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it. That is not gonna cut it. I need to be doing like 2,000 per exchange for this to not take forever. Yeah, I didn't want to do it with that weapon anyway. It's gotta be like 2,000. At least 3,000 would be better, but I'm not anywhere close to 3,000. So why does the halberd hit so hard? See, that's 2,000 right there. But I need to do that with every hit. A 1,000 is not going to be enough, or at least it will cause us to take too long. Good, run away. Oh, come on. I dodged that. Well, I will say the shield is doing its job. It's not terrible. And I'm not getting hit that hard. Not near as hard. I've seen other people get hit. So that's not really... Honestly, I'd just say the damage is the only real problem here. Right in the groin again. Okay, now I can get an idea if that talisman is going to do its job. Oh! Wow! Well, so much for WoW. Okay, so the shield, the talisman definitely took that hit. But now I'm curious. I want to see what the Great Shield will do. Like, if it will really make that big a difference. Can I even put one on without... If I'm going to go big, I'm going to go big as I possibly can. Aha! How much did I just add? Quite a bit. No, I don't think I can poke over the shield. Like this. No, I can't. Well, if I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna go all the way. I mean, I'd rather not do it this way, but technically this is not against the rules. I mean, you could totally do this in the first Dark Souls, so there's nothing wrong with it. Wow, there's no denying the shield is really... Okay, there's no denying that this is making a difference. Of course, for all this, for all the guarding, I'm not getting a lot of hits in. I mean, I have no stamina left to actually do a hit afterwards. I should just let the shield take it. Maybe I'm supposed to be attacking through all his swings? I don't know, but then I have no stamina left to actually guard. Is that it? Is that the trick? To just keep attacking? Hope not. I can see why people think it's cheap. Well, if I'm gonna do this, I should really have some sort of option. I really need like some sort of way to regain stamina while I'm just standing there guarding, because sure, this works, but I have no time for... Huh? Oh yeah, of course, go down on this little side shots. Oh god. Got him. We got him. We got him. We finally got him. I know you guys didn't see 3 hours of footage, but it's actually 3 hours of footage. It actually ran so long that my recorder actually stopped recording. And if I had not turned it on just to check to see if it was still running just now, I probably would have did that and without recording, because I didn't notice at the very end. I'm like, oh wait a minute, am I still recording? No, I'm halfway through, I'm about to win, and I actually am not recording. Holy crap. So sorry you didn't get to see that whole attempt from the very beginning, but at least we got the important part at the end. Yeah, we got to see the good stuff at the end, thankfully. Oh my. Well, let's see what we get. A gesture. Yeah, I'm sorry that classic sword and board turned into spear and wall of metal, but I started thinking about what exactly a classic sword and board build will look like when you have no tricks and no abilities whatsoever. And really, this is what it's going to look like. I mean, so what if I used a sword instead of the shield? And like I said, it was not against the rules to use big heavy shields because we had plenty of those in the first games. And we had plenty of poking spears from behind shields in the first games. So even though it wasn't exactly a sword and shield, I mean, the only real difference in the end would have been whether the weapon, and it was really the only real difference here was that it was this spear could be used from behind the shield. So yeah, it wasn't the most exciting, skillful, amazing fight in the world, but hey, when my only options are just R1 spam, you know? I mean, this is what it's going to look like. This is my best option available to me. This was my best strategy. I realized that the only way I could make up for lost power was to get a shield that had really high holy resistance. And this shield, it's really high. It's 84. And yeah, it's a great shield, and yeah, it has the high guard boost, but what really mattered was the holy resistance, was the holy blocking. And that saved me some room, some talisman slots to increase the damage. And I was actually using the pick great axe for a while. I was actually doing really well with the pick great axe. But I decided to try the spear out, just for whatever. And even though the spear doesn't do a lot of damage to him, I mean, it is a pierced weapon, but even though it doesn't do a whole lot of damage to him, I found just for the sheer virtue of being able to attack while guarding, that added up to being quite a bit of opportunities. The sheer number of opportunities added up to being able to take him down successfully. And it was not like it was an easy mode. Like I said, I'm unlike those other guys you've seen other videos where they're sitting behind shields. I do not have any tricks. I was limiting myself from using all sorts of extremely useful tricks. In fact, just for fun, I did a test where I was using guard counters, and they made a massive difference. An absolutely massive difference. If I was able to use guard counters, I bet I could have won this way faster. But I couldn't. It was not part of the rules. Classic sword and board, or at least weapon and board, as per the original games, Classic Souls. And this is perfectly within the range of those rules. And yeah, I figured, you know what, I know a lot of people consider this cheat, but this is what it looks like. This is your best option when you're completely limiting yourself from using those particular abilities. Just R1 spam, and this is just what worked. I was not actually expecting to beat him. I was going to go back to the pick because it was actually working quite out. It was hitting for like 1,000, and it was easy to get 2 hits in, especially when he flies into the air and rains down hell onto everything, or holy hell, and blasts the world, because the shield totally eats that shot. But and when you can hit him while he's coming down, but this spear was, I don't know what to tell you. I pulled it on, I started using it, and next thing I'm like, holy crap, I'm actually getting to the end. It's actually have a chance to beat him, and it's like, well, what do I do now? Do I purposely lose so I can go back and say, hey, I beat him without using a great shield and spear? Or do I beat him and just bloody well be done with it? And well, I gotta tell you, I do have other games to play. I do have other things I want to show you guys. More interesting things, because this is just when you're playing this way, it is a very basic, bland run. I mean, I'm just spamming my way. And I decided, you know what? Unlike the other guys, I'm limiting myself to just plain spam, not even guard counters. I even only used a few, even though a few jump attacks could have made all the difference in the world. I specifically blocked myself from using them, so I said, you know what? I think in this case, it was fair to be sitting behind the shield and poking, because I was deliberately preventing myself from using all the best strategies out there. I'm pretty sure if I came back, and I actually plan to come back and do this, even though I know it's talking about the Death Knight run, I was thinking I want to do this again, but this time sword and board, but no limits, no limit on what I can do, and I have some ideas for that. But anyway, now that we are done, and yes, this video is going a little longer. Well, of course, it's going a lot. There's actually about a couple hours of time here. You're not going to see all of it, but because there was so much of it was just experimenting. But anyway, let's finish this up. I had a window open there. It was getting really hot in here.
Promise me you'll be my consort. I'll make the world a gentler place.
Okay. And that's what you get for viewing that scene. Now, is there a... Where is it? Now I gotta look for the armor of my fallen comrades. And a needle, mask. Does this mean he also get his hair? No, that was actually his hair that whole time? Okay. He really reminds me of Germain for some reason. Okay, we're gonna return to our regularly scheduled weaponry. Because there's nothing left, so just put on whatever. This is it, it's over for this run. Well, not quite. I do have a few other things to do with this guy. Let's get all the good stuff back on. Now I gotta find all the equipment and stuff I would need to do other runs, because there's a lot of missing gear and things I'm sure I've missed. I got quite a bit, but I am sure I'm missing something. Now here's something that a lot of streamers haven't done, or at least in the videos I saw in the beginning. They beat Radon and that's it. But there's something else. There's a little something else here. If you talk to Saint Trina after beating Radon. I don't know what it is, but I learned of it fairly recently. Can we talk to her? I don't think we can. St. Trina's Blossom. At her last, she left a single water lily, slightly boosts max FP. Lily purple hue, the flower is in no way poisonous, it merely blooms in quietude. Okay. that's the DLC, aside from a few items I'm missing. I know I gotta get that Death Knight's armor for my Death Knight build, even though it's not really important. Because the Death Knights in this game are really totally different from the Warcraft games, but it's still Death Knight armor. Or I'll get something all bulky, especially at the shoulders, maybe Tarkus armor. But other than that, there's really not much else to say here. I know I said if we had time or I'd have a chance, I would show how to get the Euphoria dual blade. And I went and looked it up, or I went and found it the other night just to go over the whole process. And honestly, it takes a long time, and it's really stressful. So I'm not going to go over again here, but I did record it, and I'll put up a video in the guides section, so you can look it up then. And then you can see how it's done. It's quite a bit of jumping, and a lot of, it's a lot of stressful moments. But yeah, I'll put that video up separately. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed all that, and I hope you enjoyed watching me bang my head against the big wall known as Radon. But yeah, we are done with this run now. Now it's time to move on to other things and other ways of playing the game. No more restricting myself to just the bare necessities. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it stressed me the heck out, and it had fun in that unique little way that Souls is. So you be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and certainly fart. And I will see you next time with different games and new ideas. Good night.